What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another Slab Stock Sundays episode here on the PWCC Weekly Auctions. We look at the weekly auction number 87. My name is Aaron, joined by Julian. And are you happy today with how the sports results finished, or no? For yourself, your personal teams.
Very, very happy. Very happy. I'm wearing this side. Wait, this
No.
side. Yeah, I'm trying to do it off the screen. That was really bad. McLaren did well. Red Bull did not finish in the top three. Massive, massive dub. Niners smacked the Rams per usual. Yeah. And then yesterday, obviously the Wisconsin football team won. Although that was kind of a shaky performance, but they won.
Yeah, and then I hate to bring it up, but the Red Devils ain't looking so hot.
Okay, yeah.
Neither are the Blues. So we just don't talk about
like
soccer
that
anymore.
handshake emoji.
I know. But like at least this year y'all are chilling with us down in like 13th, 14th area. Yeah, that's tough. All the way around, just not a great weekend for the old Chelsea and Manchester United. 2 weekends in a row, or 2 match weeks in a row now. Look at Max. He's up at 247 in the UK. Needs some entertainment. Well, here we are to talk about some sports, some football, some cards, and some gas or trash here on Slab Stocks Sundays. So I got a couple comments to address first here before we jump into the episode for tonight. SCP-7 says, since you list about the one-of-one autos, meaning like the thumbnail and the title, what do you think of the one-of-one non-auto Young Guns Upper Deck hockey cards that Greg discussed with Billy Celio of UD on Slab Stocks Puck Drop? I hope I said the last name right. Yes, Greg did a great discussion with Billy from Upper Deck. And he's the senior product manager at Upper Deck, gave some awesome insight and also spoke about the one-of-one Young Guns that are coming out. I think it's massive for the hockey card market. How many different sales are reported on about Prism Black Finite one-of-ones, Topps Chrome Superfractors that do a ton to get people excited about those products, those sports, those players, whatever it is. The fact that there will be a Bedard one-of-one Young Guns will be massive for the hockey and the card market in general. So thank you for the comment from SCP-7. Next one,
I have to cut in real quick talking about hockey. Obviously, I'm not a huge hockey guy, but that boy Connor Bedard, I've already seen some nasty clips.
He's silky. He's awesome. And speaking of silky, we got Silky Mid in the house too.
What a transition! Oh my!
I know. That's pretty fire actually. Welcome to the show.
Silky.
But I got to back off the hockey talk and move into some NFL talk. So honestly, today was a pretty bad day for the old Slab Stocks Aaron sports fandoms. I went to the Brewers game. We lost an extra innings. Good thing I had to leave a little bit early for my Fanatics live stream and missed the end of it. But yeah, we lost to the Nationals. The Packers absolutely blew a terrible game where we had completely in control. Fourth quarter, the defense unraveled, and A.J. Dillon is literally terrible. Aaron Jones is so valuable, it's not even funny. And also, I will not take any Jordan Love slander for the start of the season. 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, has definitely made some amazing plays that has had us in winning positions. The defense could not get a single stop in that fourth quarter. And I'm still on that Jordan Love train. He did really, really well. Yes, the last drive, the last 50 seconds, he did not make the throws he needed to put us in a position, to win the game. But he's super, super young, first year starting. I don't expect him to win every single last minute, no timeout drive possible because the defense put him in a bad position. But I do like him, and I'm excited to see what he does next. The Falcons are 2-0. Falcons 2-0.
I gotta say, Jim Baker, it's looking like we're more so right than you are. Just gotta say, because as of right now, Jordan Love has the best touchdown to interception ratio. He has 6 touchdowns, which is tied for first, and he has 0 interceptions because Kirk Cousins has 1 interception. So
there we go. And yeah, the QB sneak would have definitely helped the game if we got the QB sneak done versus missing the snap and running over the line with no ball. That was pretty funny though. That was good.
I'll say he's no Brock Purdy though.
Dude, Brock Purdy is impressive. Okay, listen, I'm totally out on Daniel Jones. That guy, he obviously led a comeback today, but they're on 20-0 against the Giants. Jordan Love against the Cardinals. Jordan Love has put us way ahead of the Bears and also has ahead of the Falcons by a good amount, and then we blew it. But yeah, no, Daniel Jones is kind of scrub in my book. Also, sorry, Hank, but A.J. Dillon is really bad. He's not a running back one, and I feel kind of bad saying he's a collector, but we need Aaron Jones in there to really lead us to, with Jordan Love, a young quarterback. All right. Jumping into the content for the day here. We are going to be playing some gas or trash. We got 120 different items favored. We are not going to be going through all 120 items playing gas or trash, but we will be doing also a who be buying segment, of course, powered by Slab Stocks Julian over there. And dude, I love Baker. I'm probably a bigger Baker fan than 99% of the card collectors out there, but Jordan Love is so much better than Baker Mayfield right now. It's not even funny. Yeah, moving on from that. All right. But yeah, I'm excited for Julian's segment. We'll see what he throws out there. Also, some other cards we'll be watching tonight, as we get closer to the extended bidding windows, which start in 7 minutes here. 9 p.m. Central Time is when the extended bidding starts to happen. The first round is open, and then within 30 minutes, the first round closes, and then it goes to 5 minutes every single round after that. So we are just going to start at the top here and pick out some cards as we go. I want you all to participate with us. What's up, Ken? Good to see you. Hello. We're going to start at the top here, and I want you all to participate. So I'm going to bring up a card, and I'm going to say gas or trash. Tell me in the comments do you like it or do you not? And also tell me why. And we play a lot about, National Treasures, Ricky Petrov, we talk about them. But specifically, I want to talk about authentic grades on a card like this, gas or trash. Like, Julian, you give me your opinion on if it, grading it authentic versus giving it the numerical grade. I guess gas means you agree with it. Trash means you don't.
I'd say trash, just because I think it's the first thing that comes to my head is it's kind of sketchy, because then I'm looking at the card. I'm like, why didn't you just go with a number? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd much rather have the number, and it's in one of those situations where maybe it's like a 6 and they decide to put authentic and like, oh, I just don't know what the grade could have been. I just kind of like in my head am suspicious the minute I see the authentic. Just keep it raw, honestly, at that point too.
I 100% agree with you that it instantly like calls into question, like, well, why is it authentic? Why is it, not an 8 or even a 7, and then you kind of have to, I think, feel like it's a 6 or worse in that circumstance. And at that point, if it actually is a 6 or worse, just own up to it and get the numerical grade, in my opinion. I'm out on trash. I mean, I'm out on authentic grades, especially on cards that are in like the $10,000 plus range, because I feel like that they're going to speak for themselves anyways if collectors want them. Like, this is already going to attract a lower budget tier of this card. I know $10,000 is a lot, but like compared to like what like a PSA 9 would do or whatever else. So I just am not a fan. I understand if you want grade something authentic for your own collection, like if it's like a PC card they don't plan on moving, it's like you just want to get slabbed authentic and stuff. Yeah, but we'll see what's up there. What are you raising your eyebrows at over there?
No, I was just reading the comments. One of ones for real music. I do think that that's a little bit of an exception, just because it's a 101. But I'm also still on the train. Like, if it's a 1 of 1, like, does grading it give it that much more of a premium? But I understand getting slabbed, but I'd say that's a little bit of an exception.
I'd say like the 1 of 1 thing is interesting, because you've seen PSA 6 Trevor Lawrence 1 of 1 sell for $150,000. Where like I don't think the numerical grade matters a whole lot, but I also think like for collectors, like grading 1 of 1s is fine. Like, I was very happy to slab some. I 1 of 1s at SGC because I love collecting SGC slabs. Of course, we group submit with them and everything, and I just think that they look great. And like, that's my personal opinion and my collecting opinion, obviously. So not everyone has to agree with that, but everyone can do what they want with their 1 of 1s. I don't think there's any clear cut rule to it. Like, obviously, if you have a clean raw auto number out of 25, yeah, you should grade it. But that's a different story than 1 of 1s. Yeah, Jordan just got.
You can finish, and then I'll.
No. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say hello to Tom. Good evening.
Hello, Tom. Good to see you. I want to point out, I just got this back in our submission. Beautiful red refractor F5 of Garrett Mitchell. It's numbered 5 out of 5. I know you can't probably see that, but 5 out of 5 is jersey numbers 5 and got 10. So that's one of my favorite Brewers cards now. I'm fired up about that. Jordan recently actually graded a card that landed a story that was remember the Paulo Banchero gold vinyl 1 of 1? Do you remember that? The super off center one?
Yep.
Jordan owns it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just said BGS8. Yeah, so he just got that one graded. But yeah, I agree with what Wesley says here. Authentic equals 5 or worse in most people's minds. Yes, good to see you back here, Jordan, for sure.
Jordan, unacceptable.
Julian's upset about it. So thanks all for participating in that one. How about this one? There's a lot of Kobe autographs out there, but this one is called Now and Then. It's from Flawless, and it's a nice looking card. You got him in his recent Lakers years. Looks like he's wearing like some Kobe 8s over there in the shoes, and you got him back there on the before, or that's before Froby. And that must be his rookie season or maybe 1 year after. Looks like he's got his Adidas shoes on, I think. But it's called Now and Then. I feel like that then and now is the more popular saying versus now and then, But either way, I'm going to go first here. I think this card's gas. There's a lot of Kobe odds out there, but not many that you'll find where, he's pictured in his rookie, uniform, and obviously paired with him currently. Like, it's just a cool card that plays off of Kobe's career that I really like.
Yeah, Jerry's comment sums up mine. Pure gas Kobe. It's a super great looking card. Obviously, I love how it's what did you say it is? Then and now and then. Yeah, whatever it is. It's cool because it has the two images. Can't go wrong with Kobe, obviously. And then got the auto on it, Flawless. Super gas.
That reminds me. Have you ever seen Immaculate Soccer do something similar to this?
Immaculate Soccer before.
No. Have you ever seen Immaculate Soccer do something similar to this?
Trying to think. I feel like maybe I've seen it, but I can't think of like what exactly.
It's called Spanning Time.
Actually, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
You've got Messi way back when, and you have him in the more current years. That reminded me of this Kobe. Now that I thought about it.
How much
is that a pretty fire card?
How much did that go for?
That was $5,000 in 2021.
Yeah, that's a fire card.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. So I know they have players in that too. But when Jordan says it makes me wonder, who else is in that set? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot there's like a soccer set that's like it too. Julian's in.
Sorry, in Green Bay colors. Are you colorblind?
I can see what he's saying though. Like, it kind of looks like gold, and then like especially with the slab stocks reflection. No, I get what Max is saying.
Are you colorblind?
No, I know what the shirt is. It's gray and orange. Unless you're talking to Mr. Maximilian. Scott says gas station.
I agree.
Gas station.
Gas station.
Jim says, your thoughts on the Babe Ruth 1-of-1 artificially manufactured as a gimmick by Bowman. I mean, to be honest, like, everything's in the eye of the collector and the beholder. Personally, I think that the $200,000 is like absolutely insane. Money better spent on Babe Ruth, Gaudy rookies and such and all that. Obviously it's a card made in 2023. I think from like an inclusion standpoint, I think it's cool. I'm not a Babe Ruth collector. I'm not a Roberto Clemente collector, although I think he's awesome. We just had Roberto Clemente Day 2 days ago. And I'm not a Johnny Bench collector. If they had a Hank Aaron first Bowman Chrome in that set, I 100% will look into getting a gold. There's no question about it. That's a funny comment from Jordan. So I get what you're saying, Jim, and I think that the 200K is like ludicrous. Like, I can't even really comprehend that, bounty on it. I really thought that when DA was going to announce it was going to be the Ethan Salas Superfractor auto, but yeah, I mean, Jim, like what card companies do is they make sets for what collectors want to buy and collect. And, I don't know how many collectors want the Babe Ruth, but like, I think there are a lot of collectors that would want one of their favorite vintage players in a first Bowman Chrome card. Hank Aaron hasn't had one. I would absolutely love it if there was a first Bowman Chrome. So I think it's a good idea and such. Like, the market is determining how much that's going to be bought and sold at, obviously. And then DA throws out the big bounty, and that's a different story too. All right.
I'd say it's obviously a pretty cool concept because it'd be cool to collect a card of a older baseball player, but as we've seen with some of the prices, it's not really feasible for someone like me or some other people to go and get a Clemente Orange, as we saw, which sold for $4,000. But yeah, I think the concept's cool. It's just I didn't expect the card prices to be nearly this much.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real it's a real yes. There's like you could basically call anything that's a new creation a gimmick in the end, And Jim, I totally agree. Get the Gaudy 1933, but like I don't think that it's wrong. I don't think it's wrong to make that first Bowman, retrofractor set. I think it's really cool. And also, we've already seen that from Topps and something else. We saw it with the then and now rookies for Top Soccer. Julian, they release those with the on demand. They make like Ronaldo guy's rookie logo, so all that stuff. It's just not supposed to be the same as like an actual rookie card. Obviously, everyone understands what it is. Like no one thinks that Babe Ruth has just started playing this year for the first time. They called it a retrofractor for a reason. But yeah, I think the price. I think the price. What?
Sorry, I was gonna say this card's nasty.
Yeah, we're gonna go there, but I think the prices are crazy in the Babe Ruth. I agree. All right, this is up next. We already did a Kobe, but we'll do a second Kobe here. The fans of the game set in 2014 Prism World Cup. Are we on the gas or the trash train with this? This is in the first ever Prism World Cup set. They had a Kobe Bryant autograph, and oddly enough, they had an Andrew Luck autograph. It was those two players. Do you know that?
I didn't even know that.
Wait, I'm like 99%. I hope I didn't say something completely false there, but
Andrew
I'm like,
Luck in World Cup.
I guess he's a dude, yes, facts.
Really?
Here you go. I knew I wasn't lying.
What in the world? I'm pretty sure Andrew Luck is not a soccer fan, but
I mean, they probably only put him in there for a reason, So there you go. That is from a soccer set, and these do huge money. This is the base one, but there's silver out 25, I think, and then I believe a 1 of 1 also. Jerry says it's a grail for him, gas, and Max says that Kobe better be gas from both of you. I agree. It's super gas.
that's a bucket list card for sure. I love the like the crossover kind of like fans of the game. I'm hoping some type of card like this comes out in the future from either Tops or probably it's going to be Tops. Some type of fans of the game, because I know we've talked about obviously from like an F1 perspective, a ton of like crazy like celebrities and fans come out to watch. And if you get like a card of that or something again, I mean, I think it'd be a big success.
Right. I like that card, but I'd rather have this, although I know it's two different purposes, and it's two different price points. But this is, you said that's like a grail card. Some of you, this is like my Kobe grail card. I should have bought it early on for like a few $1,000s. I passed. Yeah, it's like $10,000 plus to get it now, but it's a sneaker spotlight from 2018 Noir. Absolutely love that card for a sneaker spotlight set, and someday I'll get that. But it's a crazy card. Kobe's shoes are some of my favorite ever, and Kobe's one of my favorite athletes ever. It's just a spectacular card. All right, this one I think is going to be interesting for some people. And I know we just did a soccer card as Kobe, so we'll go to here. 2016 foot Mbappe PSA 10 sticker rookie. We have a lot of card collectors in the chat, but do you respect the sticker rookie from 2016? Julian, yourself and also the audience, let me know. Gas or trash?
I mean, I respect it, but I'd say trash. I'd much rather have a 2017 Chrome, which is probably a hot take. I know a lot of people with the whole rookie thing is very controversial.
You're gonna get some like diehard soccer fans who are like, this dude's a
just
bum.
Me personally, I prefer the cards, and also I feel like I see this card pop up so much, so I feel like that kind of detracts from the rarity, I guess. Because if like a 2017 Topps Chrome, say like a purple or a green, pops up, I'd much rather, because that doesn't pop up very much. So I'd say trash from that perspective.
Right. Trying to catch the PSA scan on this quick, but one sec. Just trying to figure out how many PSA 10s there are of this sticker. Imagine it's not like easy to grade. No, it's not scaling. Oh well. To me, I trash is a harsh word for it because, like you said, you were like, I respect it too, but like I'd rather have other things. I'd rather have an Eminence Mbappe on card auto. I'd rather have a 2017 purple PSA 10, whatever would amount to this. Just a card collector versus sticker collector. That's all it comes down to. And no one's wrong for picking that and saying gas if you think that you'd rather have that. But yeah, Jerry says gas, but not for me at this price. Jim says gas in Europe, trash in America. Scott says for this price, trash. Ooh, a lot of people bringing up the for this price. It's a good point there. I mean, you're talking about a sticker that comes out of a, $1 pack or something like this. This is not, a high-end release in any form, but there's clear reasons why some are more rare than others, why some are difficult to grade versus others.
So PSA 10 has a population of 212. So then you think PSA 9 obviously has a lot more.
212 really is not that big.
No, it's not
But
that big. But like I'm saying, the
compared to
card.
the amount that were made, that's tiny.
Yeah, but compared to the amount that pop up of just that card, not saying just PSA 10s, I don't know. I feel like it kind of detracts from it.
Well, there's 529 PSA 9s. I agree. I mean, there's a lot of them. It's a sticker. It was like, a super non-limited print run. I'm pretty much assuming so. Although there's not as many graded as I guess I did think. I don't know the total number graded, but even like PSA, there's 500. PSA, there's like 250. So it's rare. It's rare enough in my book. It's not like it's like like heaven forbid mentioning this guy's name, but the amount of Mason Greenwood Premier League stickers that are floating around out there, like around when he was popular, there were so many. Like that's not the same thing as this from 2016.
Yeah.
A French released sticker. All right. What is next? What's next? And I know you're not a baseball card guy, Julian, so maybe I'll leave this one off. But what we have here is
No, come on. I'm getting a little bit more to baseball.
No. I know, but like, if you looked at this, would you be like, yeah, I knew what this card was before we just sat down to talk about this?
I would guess it has something. Is it when they won like a championship or something?
Now, I have no idea what game it's from, but what this is his
The
rookie.
Gator, right?
Yeah, so it's his rookie SSP image from 2018 Topps update. Extremely sought after card with not an autograph on it, but they made so few of autographed copies of this. It is a sticker auto. It's very hard to tell. It actually is hidden super well. But it is a sticker auto. But these are like SSP to, I want to say like under 20 or something like that. In the autograph version, Acuna's is extremely valuable. He's like standing up, white jersey. But this card is so gassed, in my opinion. That is an awesome image on that card. The Gatorade shower. Really great image on there. And Julian, you can give your opinion. I do value your baseball card. I knew you probably.
Yeah, no. Obviously, I didn't know the specifics behind it in SSP, but that's such a great looking card. Obviously, they're celebrating after the game. I don't know. Is this Topps update? Well, I was thinking I'm getting like Topps Now types vibes and maybe a little Stadium Club Chrome from soccer. With the auto, I think it's just a great looking card.
Yeah, so that's actually funny you point out, like Stadium Club Chrome. This is totally like a Stadium Club type image, but if you look here, it's the same design as 2017 Topps Chrome Champions League.
Yeah.
But yeah, so very cool card here of Soto. Not sure if anyone else has any opinions on that, gas or trash. Jim says that Sauce Gardner dropped an easy pick six right in front of Rob Salah's face. My guy hasn't recovered since. Card says, my grill right there. I have a non-auto version. Well, there you go. I know that a lot of people love that card. So hopefully you can get it someday, the Card Addict. It is an awesome card.
You missed a Max comment.
What do you say? I used to have a lot of really nice Mason Greenwood, and luckily they were all gone before the things we don't speak about happened.
Yes.
No, I literally had the cracked ice rookie of his, which was like probably one of his two biggest cards. Thank goodness I moved it. Yeah, I did favorite so many Kobe cards tonight, but here we go. We'll stop here because this is what the title of the stream is about. Printing. I know we had a discussion about printing plate autos on here back when Soto, the Bowman Chrome one, sold. But I look at this, and you look at the printing plate 1/1 auto of Luka Doncic from Contenders, and you say to yourself, $1,700. Okay, people are talking about like for the money, for the Mbappe. For the money, this just seems crazy to me. Like, I get it's a plate. I understand it's not like, the whatever ticket numbered out 49. But like these things made all the different cards, and it's a non-card auto. And honestly, it looks pretty cool to me. I like it. I think it's gas.
I'm gonna take the opposing viewpoint.
Yeah, you can disagree.
For the price, I think it's very good compared to a lot of his stuff, which is really expensive. But I've never been a fan of like printing plates. They just like don't look good to me. When I look at that card, I'm like, I guess I understand what the reason they produce it and how it's important for the cards, but I don't know. I don't think I'd ever buy printing plates.
I get it. I guess I'm looking at like you can get a base Contenders auto PSA 9 of this exact same card for $2,500.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Shoot.
For the price, I can see that perspective.
Yeah, it's cool. And like there's another one too, as you can see in the thumbnail. I'm just gonna try to find it right now, which I cannot believe it's actually even cheaper because football Contenders means even more than basketball. Where is this card? Oh, there it is. 950. So this is the black printing plate. Actually, if you look at the back of this card is actually the same as the Contenders auto, like his actual one versus the Luca. The back's kind of like Panini type, like clearly they just made a statement for the card. You can't really see him that well though on the front of the card.
Yeah.
Here's a question. What if after they used said plate, every single plate had the full color image of the player?
I was actually going to ask that because obviously I don't know the behind the scenes of production, so it probably looks like that for a reason, and they don't have like a ton of color on it. But after the fact, I feel like it'd be like if it looked like a card, I feel like it'd have more desirability for me and probably a lot of collectors.
Yeah, I mean the four colors like help produce the card combined together, stuff like that. I'm not a printing expert, but at least that's what I'm assuming. But yeah, I do like on the back of this one though that you do have the full like Herbert image and stuff. It's cool, but
yeah, because then it's kind of just like an impeccable metal card. Like I know there's a lot of people that enjoy those cards because there's obviously a ton of color.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for impeccable metals, especially the golds when like when they reflect off like the light, it looks awesome. As Max points out, there are different color printing plates, so he thinks that they're false one of ones. I do agree with you. Like, one of one is kind of quote in quotes. However, if you think about it, the amount of black one of ones in like select products now, black snake skin, black and gold shimmer, black and gold wave, all that stuff is kind of adds up to the same amount. Ooh, this is a fun one. What do y'all think? Flawless Otani, non-licensed rookie patch. It says it's player used, not game used, and it's a massive I was supposed to say Athletics Angels logo, numbered out of 7. Gas or trash? Let us know in the comments. And Julian, give me your opinion on this card.
I'd say gas just because the patch is so sick. Obviously, I wish it was game used, but the fact that it at least has like a little bit of a connection, it's not just like something they took off the shelf at like a Walmart or something and cut it out. I think the card's pretty sick, even if it's like not licensed. Which is actually wait, if it's not licensed, are they allowed to put?
Isn't that funny that they
put two together?
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, so they can't put the logo actually on the helmet and print the card, yet they can stick a patch in it that clearly resembles the Angels logo. It's super wild. And also, I was gonna say it too, like it is a rookie card 2018, but I do think that card like this is a little bit less desirable if he does land on the Dodgers or the Yankees or the Mariners or wherever,
or the Brewers.
Or the Brewers, of course, just because it's such an Angels driven card, but it's a cool card. It is definitely a cool card. Ooh, here we go. Prism WWE Undertaker Black 1/1 auto PSA 9. Gas or trash, everyone. We talked about not being able to tell what the Herbert was. I mean, you can tell that he's there on the back of it, but it's a very interesting card, right? It kind of just looks like a black silhouette, honestly.
First thing that came to my head was like some Darth Sidious vibes. I just like can't. I don't know if it's because it's on your screen and we're looking at it, but it's
pretty hard to see anyways.
It's very hard to see, but I understand why there's some draw to this card because the Undertaker is a legend.
Yeah, Max says gas on Undertaker. Jerry goes gas for Lord Voldemort. Real Music says gas. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a WWE fan at all, but it's a cool card. It's a black prism. It is a sticker auto, but I mean, I know a lot of people probably are chasing that card pretty hard here right now. So cool one indeed. All right, how about this one? They added the explosive insert a couple years ago. Also, Burrow's holding up the L because they're taking fat L's this year to start the year. I didn't even see that. 0-2 for the Bengals so far. And Burrow had like 80 yards in the first game. He ended up like throwing for like 2 touchdowns, I think, today or something like that. But Julian, insert design here, gas or trash. They kind of try to take the kaboom and then make something else out of it too.
Absolute trash. I am not a fan at all. I actually, funny enough, I saved this as one of the ones.
Oh, for the who be buying?
The potential, but I wasn't going to use it as one of the ones. But I'm sorry, that is an ugly card.
Not
a fan.
I don't.
Way too much going on.
there is way too much going on. Explosive, and that looks like an absolute TNT went off behind Joe Burrow. Maybe he had some spicy Thai food this past weekend. But yeah, no, it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to side with the trash, and also I think the green makes it even worse. I think it just looks like even uglier because of the green. Not a great card.
That's hard to look at.
All right. Well, we are at 9:15, and we definitely have more cards to look at tonight. We may be do a little bit more gas or trash as we go on through the extended bidding, but I want to make sure we have enough time for some Who We Buying presented by Slapstocks Julian. So, Julian, where are we going for first Who We Buying?
Okay. The first one might be the most outrageous one out of this entire segment. It is a Ken Griffey Jr. 2020 Topps Chrome Pink Wave BGS 10.
Here we go.
This is outrageous. Once again, I'll put a little disclaimer. This is my personal opinion. So if you're buying this card, like, don't take any offense to what I'm saying, but I might go in a little bit. This card is at $290 pre-buyers premium. This card is $4 raw. $4. You just slap a black label on it, and it's going to sell for close to $400.
Oh my goodness!
I was thinking when I saw this.
That's so $4 raw card.
Yes,
that's crazy. That's crazy. Also, and Jim's point, I'm pretty sure that Griffey Jr. didn't play in 2020, therefore it's a gimmick. Jim is not a fan of making cards if any players are retired. No retired players cards. What about like Dynasty, Jim?
What do you think Jim thinks of Pokemon cards? You know they don't like roam around outside.
Wait, you mean the ones started in 1999 aren't still outside? Actually,
yeah, like they're not putting up double doubles every night.
But yeah, this is pretty crazy. I mean, I'm not for the, as Jim brings up, a gimmick. I mean, the black label just makes no sense to me. But $290, yeah, $4 raw card. All right, agreed. What's up next?
Like, so sometimes I kind of just want to buy a bunch of like super not rare cards and just like submit as many as possible. I remember Nate said this on one of the live streams. You're like, do not. This is a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
A lot of money that these black labels go for.
Yeah, exactly. And I guarantee you that, like, why do you think that they're giving out? I mean,
yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just speculating. I don't know, but all right. Moving on.
We're going to go to a Justin Fields 2021 Panini Limited.
All right.
Okay, if it seems like I rag on Justin Fields a lot, it's because I do. I watched the game today. I had some, okay moments, but like this dude is not it. I'm sorry. It's just like I feel really bad for Bears fans because every year it's become like so. That's the same thing over and over again, where it's like, oh, we're gonna be so good this year, and then just goes downhill. Yeah, I mean, obviously there are much better Justin Fields cards to buy. This card is not the best looking, very plain patch. Not really a fan at all, but yeah, Justin Fields. It was they were kind of in it for a minute there, and then he threw a pick six on the 1 yard line, like from their own 1 yard line, which I don't think that's good.
It looked like you were just like, here you go, take a check.
Yeah, I don't know. It was yeah, I'd be very depressed if I was a Bears fan. Let's just say that.
I mean, here's my question
too. For
it's difficult once you pick him. Like, what do you do? Do you trade him instead of the number 1 overall pick and take like Bryce Young or CJ Stroud if you want him instead? Or do you roll with Fields for a year and then see if you're bad and then like try to draft, Drake May or something? Like,
oh, I don't know. I would just say the solution that gets rid of Fields is probably the best one.
I think that like it was worth trading the 1st round pick because they picked him more capital to go through this year, see if he gets a full season with a little bit better weapons. Is he the guy? He seems like he's not the guy. So then you find a way to move on from him and be bad this year, which I didn't watch the Cardinals game, but if you're up 20-0, I think Cardinals, didn't want to win that game. But Yeah, look at Jim just says, as a Giants fan, I'm depressed the Giants one day. I need that to tank. They need them to tank for Caleb Williams. Well, I guess there's a tank off, really. I mean, between the Cardinals and Giants then.
Real music. I want to make it very clear. I am not a Packers fan. I'm actually from Chicago, but I'm a Niners fan. So like I am kind of unbiased when it comes to the two teams, but I very early on I knew Justin Fields would not be successful in the NFL, and it's just I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy because a lot of people chirped me.
Well, I saw something today that was like, many people regarded Justin Fields as a top 5 MVP candidate now through 2 games. I'm like, who in the right mind? I mean, actually, the card market kind of made it clear too. Thought that he's gonna be a top 5 MVP candidate.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just every year someone's like, "Oh, this is gonna be like Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes." I'm like, have you seen this guy play before?
Yeah, no, I mean he's definitely not Lamar Jackson. But they are they 2-0 the Ravens?
Oh yeah, they won today, as we just talked about. They are 2-0. Oh yeah, they beat the Texans last week.
All right, what's next?
Let's go for a
Wait, one sec. Jim is a down bad Giants fan. He just bet on the Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl today. Imagine being a Giants fan betting on the Cowboys.
That's kind
although, I mean, Niners and Cowboys are probably the 2 best looking NFC teams to start the year. I mean,
yeah, but
Eagles probably.
We all know the Cowboys look good during the season, and the second they get to the playoffs, they do a QB sneak with 2 seconds left.
Lights too bright. Lights too bright. All right.
Well, we're gonna move on to a Elliot De La Cruz, Panini 3 and 2, 1 of 1.
I might not have seen this one. Oh my.
We're gonna move on to a mini segment inside a segment saying we love to read. Let's read the back. What does the back say about the patch?
What does it say?
Not from any specific game or event. That's a lot of money for a card that's not from any specific game or event, in my opinion.
And also a non-licensed card at that too, and
not licensed. One, I think, just obviously there's the 1 of 1 on it. So I saw this card and I was like, that's way too much money.
All right, let me add in on Ellie De La Cruz. He is out of the Reds lineup for the second time in 3 games, and if you go to his last 28 days stats, he has 1 home run. He is hitting 174. He is slugging 261, which is atrocious for a guy that's, supposedly hitting home runs every other day. It feels like ESPN shows his highlights. And then he's a 537 OPS. This guy is not the everyday baseball player that helps the team win games. He might land on the highlight reel once a week, but my goodness, I know he's a rookie, so I'm not saying he's going to have a bad career, but for the amount of money people are spending on his cards, plus this thing right here, it's just like, I'm sure people are starting to realize it.
Which is shocking because you made the point too, because obviously I'm not as in tune into the stats of baseball players, but I'll see stuff pop up on ESPN about him. So I would have thought he's like been playing pretty decent recently, but that's some pretty shocking stats.
Yeah, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Agree, that's wild. Is that it? That's your 3. Do you have any honorable mentions to throw out?
This isn't necessarily like it's like don't buy this card. I just have a hot take. I want to hear what everybody has to say. This is super controversial of a card. It's an Aaron Rodgers 2005 finest auto. And I want to hear what everybody has to say about how this card looks, because I am not a fan at all.
I always thought that this design
it looks like your printer kind of ran out of ink, and that's what Aaron Rodgers look. It just seems really off to me.
So Topps Finest has had some fire designs throughout the year, like really, really good ones. I think it was like 2002 football, maybe it was. Let's see here. 2002 football is really good, and maybe it's 2003 football. Look at this. Like, this design is so money.
Yeah.
I love it. And then even 2002, let's see if I can find like a refractor. This design is sick as well. So I don't know what happened come 2005 when you make it. I think this looks like almost like a.
It's funny. Max said it looks like a leaf card, which is kind of something that like popped in my head. Yeah, that the design is not the best.
Yeah, it is rather interesting. That is definitely for sure.
Max hitting Krusty the Crab on the back.
Kind of looks like the thing from like the Incredibles, like for the first Incredibles movie.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And Aaron Rodgers is like at the head.
Incredible.
It's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. Well, thank you, Julian, for your Hoobie buying segment. And funny enough, I actually favored it too because I was like, this is wild. So I have it on my favorites list because I thought the same thing, that the Ken Griffey Jr. was a crazy thing. All right. Anything anyone else has seen tonight? Let us know if there's anything wild out there. How about this Andy Reid Contenders auto on 99?
I love these Andy Reid cards. I want to get one of those cracked ice.
Cracked ice Andy Reid auto. That's probably like a $500+ card.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
For anyone that was around during the Project 2020 craze, there used to be Project 2020 base cards that would sell for over $150. This is a gold press proof 1/1 of the gold frame of one of the cards that was made. Super nice design in this, though. I really do like these cards and how they look, and I love the artists behind them and stuff. So it's a really cool Ted Williams. If anyone wants like the 54 design Ted Williams, it's honestly a pretty great price, it looks like to me. I mean, I haven't researched like the price sales of those things in a while. Oh, I know you kind of have to probably jump off the
I saved that, but I thought I'd be getting a little repetitive with the
I figured as much, but yeah, the Red Hot 5.
Like, jeez, I don't know if people just like don't read the news. They like have no idea what's going on. Oh, this is so cheap. Let me bet on it, because like there's no shot this dude comes back and plays in the MLB at this point. Right. We were like best case scenario, and that was like one accusation. I'm pretty sure we're at 3 right now. So yeah, he's putting up numbers.
How about Lil Uzi Vert auto?
Gas. Lil Uzi. We walked out with the Colorado team yesterday.
No, it was Lil Wayne. That was Lil Wayne that walked out with the.
Was it not Lil Uzi?
No, it was Lil Wayne. Unless both of them did, but it was for sure Lil Wayne.
Obviously, I didn't watch it. I just saw a clip, so I thought it was.
No, it was Lil Wayne for sure. Also, one of my favorite National Treasure sets, 2010 National Treasures, right when I was collecting football cards really hard as a
Jim, young. I'm not talking about Offset. I know. I saw that part. I was watching.
Lil Wayne did walk out rapping for the dude. Honestly, like the wildest college football game I ever watched in my life.
Oh my!
Okay, there's been like some crazy college football games from like Alabama, Auburn, where he takes the kickoff back for the touchdown and stuff. But like just like the most random occurrences ever in a college football game, and was yesterday.
Like, imagine you told someone like prior to hiring Deion Sanders that Colorado versus Colorado State would have been like one of the biggest games of the year. And like, yeah, it's crazy.
I know it was wild. I mean, I was here for it though. That was a fun game to watch. I'm very tired today from watching them. Then the F1 game this morning. It went to 1:30 last night. About
yeah, may or may not have missed the F1 race because I literally like got into bed at like 11:30 because I was like, I'm so tired. Let me do that. And I'm like, this game. The first half, I was watching it. The first half was like 2 hours. That's how long it took because of the number of flags that they were throwing and everything else. But yeah, I think I went to bed at like 2:30, so it was crazy.
2:30? No way. The game ended at 1:30.
No. I think I went to bed at like 2:30 because you got to spend a little time on the phone after you like prep for bed.
Oh, someone got the Braylor Guerrero Superfractor non-auto. Big prospect on a new set, but yeah, I mean, no, I was dead tired. I fell asleep like immediately after the game. I don't know how you stayed up another hour after that.
Well, I'm able to sleep in. So,
but what about the F1 race on the horizon? At that point, you just said, nah.
I kind of just accepted. I set the alarm. I don't even remember the alarm going off. That's how tired I was. Yeah.
Max, I did not miss the F1. I'm a true fan. Hank Aaron, Ronald Acuna Jr., dual bat patch auto of 10. This card is so gas. So gas. It's not even funny. I love that card like crazy. It's expensive for good reason, but I wouldn't buy it. just because it's a lot of money, but it's so cool. Although I did buy a super or trade / buy, I guess, whatever, for a super fractor 1 of 1 from the boy Jordan in the chat.
The boy Jordan.
Oh, speaking of rappers, Jay-Z auto.
Gas.
You like that?
Jay-Z. There's actually, I feel like I've seen a lot of people at like the bigger shows, like the National and Burbank. I saw like quite a few Jay-Z cards, which was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, like the non-athletes.
Definitely a lot there. Oh, I forgot that the Justin Herbert's also in the same auction.
Yeah.
The explosive one.
My eyes.
I'm gonna have to navigate here to some giveaway action pretty soon. Also, how about this, everyone? Gas or trash? What do you think about sealed packs? Graded sealed packs. This is the Messi rookie mega crack set. I think this is awesome. I think it's
crack that baby open.
No, there's no way that you crack
open
that
it, baby.
No way. That card is awesome in my opinion. I like it. Card pack, I mean, sorry. Like I said, too little sleep. Ooh, I like that Julio card. There wasn't too much tonight that I was like, I'm probably gonna go after it hard, but I do like me some fun. Although I'm not wild about that design because I think this design makes it look kind of like a little bit more like ugly 90s cards than like cool 90s cards, but you always gotta respect the finest flashbacks. At least I like to.
I agree.
Let's see here. It's a pretty good price. You got your eyes on anything tonight?
No, there's just a couple cards that I favorited that I was like, this kind of like for the
dude
thing that we didn't go over. Like there was a Shohei Ohtani Prism Illumination 1 of 1 that's at $9.75 pre-buyers premium. There's a James Harden 2013 National Treasures Colossal patch out of 60 that's at $625 pre-buyers premium.
Did you see the Yuki Tsunoda auto? It's right there. I was gonna ask you, dude, could you imagine preparing for 2 F1 races in a row just to not start and then like get knocked out by the second lap?
Yeah, very
that's just tough,
especially when your teammate is got points today.
Yeah,
he was raging. I didn't watch all the highlights yet, so I need to do that. I'm hoping for some Yuki radio action.
Max, are you big into rugby? Like you like watch it like religiously on the television, the tele? Jordan asks, is Yuki gonna lose his seat to Liam? Do you think I can't see him losing his seat? I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Daniel's just gonna leave and take Checo's spot.
You think he's gonna take Checo's spot?
100%.
100%, he said.
Like maybe not like this upcoming season. He might like do something in between, but
you don't think that Ricardo is gonna? Do you think Ricardo's gonna stick with AlphaTauri?
I would like to say Yuki and Liam would be next year, but obviously there's a lot of politics that goes into it. Yeah. But I don't think Yuki's going to lose a spot to Liam for sure. I don't think that's going to happen. I think in an ideal world, it'll be Liam and Yuki, but most likely, I guess, is probably just going to be Yuki and Daniel again.
Dude, Yuki's been really good. The last 2 weeks, it's not his fault that his car blew up before he could even start last race until he got ran into by Sergio Perez.
Yeah, he has been pretty solid. So I know there's been talk also. Everyone's eyeing that Checo's seat. So like, who knows what's going to happen down the road? But
imagine being Sergio.
I feel like Daniel Ricciardo is just slated to take that spot.
Imagine being Sergio Perez, knowing that like every single person on the grid except for the Ferrari guys are like looking at that seat.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Definitely.
Like imagine you're Sergio Perez and they do like a swap and like Daniel Ricciardo is putting a Red Bull and you're putting an AlphaTauri. I don't think it gets much worse than that.
Brother, I'm pretty sure he just retired at that point.
Yeah. Except for the whole thing with next year, apparently AlphaTauri they're finally like going to be taking Red Bull's designs.
Yeah,
which would be the worst thing ever when you
I thought that was like illegal. I thought that was like outlawed that a team can't share like the secrets with another team.
Well, they're owned by Red Bull.
Yeah, no, I know, but even if I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty like
Is
obviously a
that
team. I'm pretty sure that there's like rules against that. At least I thought.
Well, I think at the very least it was going to be like they were going to just use the plans from this year next year. So that might be like an exception, which is still going to be
Sure.
like if it's 1, 2, 3, 4 Red Bull affiliated teams, I'm going to be very sad.
That's super annoying. Yeah, that could make it even worse.
Except the only benefit is Yuki, my boy Yuki, finishing higher
I
up.
I gotta say, my dad called it like 2 months ago. He's like, "Hey, I think Carlos Sainz is going to be Ferrari's #1 driver by the end of the season," and of
Ferrari,
course, Sainz went. What?
Ferrari.
What did
That's
I
how he
say?
says it. Ferrari, Ferrari,
Oh, Sainz, like super fast. You're saying?
yeah, Ferrari.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, Sainz what first race winner outside of Red Bull this year, and he podiumed a couple weeks ago, I think. So
Yeah, he's quietly been putting together a very solid season. And obviously the eyes have always been on Leclerc because they're like thinking he's the clear #1, but Sainz has been giving him a run for his
and the, I saw they were like the closest driver pairing in qualifying, like average like final lap times or whatever.
You
It
sure
was like,
that's not Stroll and Alonso?
wait, I didn't know that Stroll couldn't race today. Was it because they couldn't fix his car in time?
I think it was because yes.
Dude, that
It was either that or he was injured, but if he was injured, I feel like they could have put someone else in, but
I don't think it's because he was injured. I'm
that
pretty
thing
sure
was
it's because
like
he
there was
ripped the front end off of it.
yeah, it took a little bit more than buffing it out. Jordan, 100% agree. He
No,
might be the top.
disagree. He's not top two. He's not top two.
He might be. Realistically, he's probably third.
I'd put him at like between 3 and 5 on the given days.
Well, there's Fernando Alonso too.
Yeah, but also it's hard to understand with
Like currently in their form. It's hard with the cars, but I'd say Lando is 3 or 4.
I just don't think that there's any that you can put someone above Lewis until
No. It's probably Max, Lewis. Well, like I'm not necessarily in that order, but like Max and Lewis are probably ahead of him. But I don't think you can say anyone else is ahead of him right now. That dude Lando is going to be a world champion, and then I'm going to go crazy.
I don't think I'm insane for that.
Who do you think is ahead of him?
Oh no, I'm talking to Jordan. I think it's Max Lewis, and I think
Jordan,
that
I knew you knew F1, baby.
he likes F1. I think that it's valuable to say that Sainz is like potentially a top 3 driver like
No.
this. No, on a given day. I'm not, but that's why I said that. I think that okay. Listen, I think Lando, Sainz, and then you probably have like a different person thrown in there. And then you got your 5. I'm not saying that he is 4 or 5 or he's behind Sainz. I don't think there's any clear number 3, 4, 5. I think there's any given day that a team's better than another or a driver's better than another. That's my point. I
will say, I think McLaren has a top 3 driver pairing.
Like that's crazy with the Piastri being a rookie. I'm not saying you're crazy for saying. I'm just saying like that's crazy that it's potentially true.
I think Mercedes is probably 1, except George hasn't been nearly as good as I thought he'd be right this season. We're still shocking because I think he's probably like 5th in the championship.
I would say that like I thought that George was better than Lando, but it's hard. It's just so hard to tell with these teams not on the same exact playing field. I think that's the thing, and that's why I'm saying that any of these dudes can rotate any given week.
They should all do like go-karts in the same car.
Yeah, there we go.
Oscar is very good though. Started 17th today and finished 7th.
Okay, but Jordan, we're also comparing Lando to a rookie. Lando's been racing for like 5 straight years now in F1. With
Jordan, your logic is 100% accurate. I think Lando second.
No, Julian, you can't agree with that logic.
I agree.
No, you cannot. You cannot agree with that logic.
No, I agree.
There's just no way.
No, yeah, I see what you're saying. That's
just because he destroys his. If that's the case,
yes.
If that's the case, then Alonso's better than everyone.
Well, Lance Stroll's pretty class. Yeah, Yeah, no, that's I'm a Lando fan, but that might be a little bit of a reach. Just because comparing the teammates because it's Oscar's first year.
Yeah. But McLaren has gotten a lot better. Yeah, I would. It's just an interesting debate all the way around, I guess.
I don't. Yeah, okay. I am adamant. You can't say he's lower than fourth. That's what I'll say. Like
Okay.
if you say he's fourth, I think you can make that
argument.
argument.
I agree that he is fourth at the low.
Okay, we can agree on that. It's like Chelsea and United can agree with something.
The problem is though, is that like I don't know how we can understand with how frequently these cars are changing and stuff. Like I think that like depending on how the rest of this year goes, and if Ferrari has a little bit better, performance, like Sainz won the race today. Sainz is also, I think, more pole positions than Lando this year. I'd have to look for sure, but like,
watch yourself there, buddy. Watch yourself.
Just I'm. Let me see. Everyone's like, I want to listen to these guys.
No. I was talking to Manny on that one. I said Manny said, Jordan, it's not great. You're on the same boat as Julian. Manny, I got my eyes on you.
Okay. Sainz, I guess he actually went pole back to back.
Well, yeah, he probably has more poles than Lando. I think
Lando. I don't even think he has anything.
One. I don't even know if he has one.
I'd have to do more research, but on the results for this year. But it's impressive to see where McLaren started this year to where they are now. But I think that Sainz is having a fantastic season, which I don't think anyone's going to disagree with.
No.
Now, Fernando Alonso, I think, is in the top 5 too, but Aston Martin has just also gotten way worse since the start. Other teams have caught up to them, one of the two.
They did McLaren, but flipped. Like their car was like so good, and now it's just like.
Okay, this is my official. Max, then Lewis, and then you've got 3 or 4 and 5 between Fernando, Sainz, and Alonso. Fernando, Sainz, and Norris. Not say anyone in a specific order.
That's
my top 5 this year.
Oh yeah, so this year I'd say Max, Lewis, Lando, Fernando. Fernando.
I didn't realize I was on a different page. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, I don't know who I put. Let's see.
Pete Alonso.
Yeah. I put Sainz. Yeah, 5th.
Jordan, I wouldn't say that before this season, but he hasn't done enough to convince me otherwise. I guess I would, before this season, I'd say that Charles is a top 5 driver, but this stuff switches all the time. That's the problem.
I'd probably put Alex Albon 6th or 7th.
He's pretty fire this year. I'm not gonna lie.
He's been amazing in that car.
Hey, don't disrespect the Gasly P6 today, okay?
Okay, that's true. Now he's just smacking Ocon.
He is. Ocon was so mad today.
Like you take away Ocon's like Monaco, like that dude's got no points.
Dude, and the only reason why he had a nice lap in qualifying, but you're not falling out of 3rd if you finish 3rd in qualifying there.
Yeah.
Looks like Gasly. Oh, Gasly's still 2 points behind Stroll. That'll change by end of next week. Yeah,
when Stroll decides to go play some tennis.
Yeah. I agree. Leclerc has not been good this year.
Gasly's mid. Oh, Max.
Don't hate on my boy Max. Otherwise, we might have to throw hands. I mean, come on.
Yes, I love it when I get the 2 Chelsea fans going at it.
I think what's the whole team dynamics still so hard to understand because, like, you talk about Alpine, a team that was like supposed to be better this year than last year. Hope that was the hope, and they were good last year, but now they're not doing as well this year. And McLaren passing this year, so it's like it's just so hard to judge a driver. It really is, unless they like bin it in the wall like Lance Stroll all the time.
Yeah, there's debates you can have about like certain teams and certain drivers. Like the Aston Martin is not one of those. I don't think I've ever met someone who's been like, Lance Stroll's having a better year than his teammate. Or Lance Stroll's a good driver. You bring up Lance Stroll, everybody just poops on him.
Dude, at one point my dad was trying to tell me that Lance Stroll is better
Okay,
than
I did hear this. I
But,
love Papa Slabs, and I didn't want to like straight up say he was wrong, so I retained the idea.
No, he's wrong. Lance Stroll is bad. You look at the difference between him and Alonso, and it's literally like it's shocking. I'm still trying to win a giveaway. I'm battling a couple of cards here for y'all. No, we literally just hijacked this stream for the last like 20 minutes talking about F1. But Jim, he said I bet Coco Gauff to win the U.S. Open and hit. Congratulations. I too bet Coco Gauff to win the U.S. Open, just in different ways. You got my purple sapphire 10 here. Very excited about that one. Okay. Lance is better than who? My dad was saying that Lance Stroll is better than Pierre Gasly, which is not true. Lance Stroll is actually hot garbage on a track, and we've seen him bumper car more drivers than.
Oh my gosh! Don't even
get
me started.
But May does bring up a good point. You can't.
He's very accurate with a lot of his stuff he says. The Lance Stroll was just a little controversial. I think we were in the car when we started talking about that around me, and it was just Aaron and Papa Slab just like heated argument. Well, not argument, heated debate. And I was just sitting in the back. I'm like, I'm not stepping into this one.
That's generally how it goes. Don't get into the fifth story. No, figure of this fifth story. Hey, I don't know if there's any F1 fans out there that are looking to add some cards to their collection, but I think this card is actually a pretty good deal right now. Based on some sales that I'm seeing out there, it actually makes me want to even jump in on the bidding. Looking at the price of this car right now, it hasn't sold in quite some time. So, well, quite some time, meaning like 4 months. So it's hard to 100% value it. But just saying, this is an orange 70th portrait, Lewis Hamilton PSA 10. Looks like that they were around like $4,000 earlier in the summer, even into earlier in the year. And know that the car has probably dropped in value since then. But at the same time, you might need to give this a look if you got some money to spend and you're an F1 fan. It's a sick card, orange 70th PSA 10.
Jim's comment cracks me up. Everyone does love the pose though. So I love the Lewis Hamilton pose on this card here. He looks like a pimp waiting to collect his cash at the end of the night.
I think it's a sick card.
It's a great pose.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I better win some. I did win that Julio Rodriguez, which was a pretty cool card. But I'm really trying to get this giveaway, but I'm starting to lose now. I'm gonna go one more bid here, and then I gotta set my sights somewhere else if I don't win. I know y'all don't see it, but I'm gonna surprise y'all if I get it. Oh, I'm in the lead. Nice. There's also another Big Otani non-licensed card. Anytime it's a button patch from the Flawless number 5 Flawless Moments. If anyone likes the non-licensed stuff for a little bit more affordable dollars. Also, huge hockey cards. And I know a lot of people maybe don't follow hockey cards that closely, but the Black Diamond relics actually sell extremely well. I'm not like crazy on them because, like, if you think about it from like a gimmick standpoint, Jim, I would say that like some cards like this are kind of gimmicky to me when you just got like these Diamond Relic rookies. Like,
there was speaking of diamonds, like there was a Jordan Love 101 Diamond Flawless in this, and
I think I actually just scrolled past it.
I think it probably ends over 2K.
It's right here. It's at over 2K with the buyer's premium. It's at 1875. You also have a Diamond Flawless 1/1 Auto 9510 SGC of Baker Mayfield. It's at 1500 right now.
Jeez. Jim goes, at least the guy's alive though.
What are we talking about?
Like saying like the Clementes, like buying a card. He didn't play in 2020.
Oh. Who were we talking about?
We were talking about, well, he said that for Ken Griffey, but then we were also talking about Babe Ruth and Roberto Clemente. Obviously.
Yeah, I know, but were we just talking about someone right now that made him say that?
The
Austin Matthews, I guess, the Diamonds. Yeah. Speaking of tennis, I actually was like pretty close to going in on the bidding for this card. I think there's still good value here for PSA 1010, but just don't really want to drop over $1,000 right now. And I'm not crazy about this card design. It looks kind of to me. It looks like honestly like a Old Navy ad or something for like back to school jeans or something like that. With like the font like the Heroes and Legends. But it's definitely a rare card, 1010, the number not 25.
Don't ask me why, but you know what this card, like the first thing that popped in my head is?
What?
The movie Dodgeball.
Really?
Yes.
With the average Joes?
Got like the headband. I don't
Yeah.
know. Vibes of the card.
It's like arms up in there.
Yeah, the vibes of the card.
It's kind of funny. It's a big card, Roger Federer, though. Of course, one of the tennis all-time greats. I'm 3 minutes away from winning this giveaway. I can't expose what it is. I can't expose it. I can't lose this one for y'all.
Expose him.
This autograph cracks me up here. You know how like, the amount of people that just like have like one letter autographs now, like literally took the time to write his entire name. It's pretty awesome actually.
That's like when you're writing your name on a piece of paper and then you realize you don't have enough space, so you start curving it down. So
Yeah, he realized he was gonna run into the other side, so he started curving towards the wider semicircle. It's pretty funny. Good night, Max. Have a good one.
Have a nice sleep.
Yeah, Jordan, I too thought that there was going to be a lot, but I also think they're probably going to include them in future sets. So I don't think this is the last you'll see of the retro fractors. Like, I don't know, Jordan, who would you want? I want Hank Aaron. Who would you want? Ooh, Julian, give us your Ansu Fati, just in time for Max to go. Give us your Ansu Fati take at Brighton. What are you feeling after his first cameo?
I think he'll do well. I think if it's in the system, I think he'll have a pretty solid season. But bums like Max think that he's mediocre, which is an outrageous statement. Outrageous. I think he's going to do well though.
Yeah, I could see that.
Jackie Robinson.
Oh, look at that! My Conor Gallagher card is making it almost to the 1 minute windows here. Who's going to throw down a bit of Conor Gallagher? Max. I know Max loves Conor Gallagher.
Conor Gallagher,
dude, he can't score, bro. He's got some nice command in the midfield, but he literally cannot score.
You guys, there's got to be something going on at training where like you guys are like somehow forgetting how to shoot or something,
dude.
Like
we had at least 4 very, very real scoring chances. Like the ball would be in the back of the net from like Manchester City. It'd probably be 5-0.
Yeah. Gotta bring out like a sports psychologist or something.
The sports science guy.
Like Ted Lasso. No. Like the lady in Ted Lasso.
Yeah. Study the team and understand why these guys can't score. Brett Favre PMG green sold for $20,000 tonight, which is pretty wild. Can you hear Leo?
Oh boy.
Leo,
come here.
I don't know what he's tweaking at right now.
He probably sees a butterfly or something.
Definitely letting someone have it though. Big time indeed. Sees a butterfly. Yeah, in the pitch black. Unless I'm missing something. I guess I only have post 1995. Oh my.
He heard me. My boy. Leo's my bestest friend.
I'm not sure what he's going in on right now. We are so close to it. Ooh, that's a huge price for a 86 card. Fleer update pristine Barry Bonds at $5,000 right now. The Undertaker card's at $4,000.
Wow.
I'm no WWE fan, but trying to figure out. Let's see here. So you got what?
I was gonna say, and it's 2023, so like he probably had one in another.
Yeah. So 2023 Prism WWE Blacks. You're talking The Rock sold for $16,000. The auto of Steve Austin, Stone Cold, whatever, sold for $7,200 just like this. This one's at 4K right now. The Steve card is cooler though, in my opinion, because you actually see him. And then also I can share the giveaway for any East Coast Boston fans out there. I saw this card is pretty cool. You got 2 different players on here from 2 different sports.
That is cool.
We're giving away a Nomar Garcia Parra and a Tom Brady, and it's very awesome because 2001 Super Bowl victory, first in Patriots team history, and then on the left there it says 372 batting average, best for a Red Sox batter since Ted Williams in 1941. Just 2 really cool. It's called the benchmark card. I'm no Boston fan, but I just think it's a very, very cool card that it's fun for a giveaway. So I hope everyone enjoys that. We'll give that away at the end of the night.
Jim Baker, this is not where I thought this was going. He goes, anyone know how that Dutch player has been doing in soccer? And I'm like, okay, there's a couple guys that I'm thinking of. Memphis Depay, that is not who I was thinking of. But I think he's been doing pretty well. He's on Atletico Madrid right now.
I think it kind of like fell off the face of the earth.
He kind of did. That's what happens when you go to Atletico. But I think I just looked up. He has 2 goals in 3 games. So
Okay, all right, that's better.
Martin Odegaard is not Dutch, but
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort.
Norwegian. Man, do you think that Odegaard and Holland would just absolutely cook in the Euro qualifiers?
Yeah,
You'd think so.
They've got a bunch of young guys too now, coming up. So at first I was like, obviously people were like, oh, just Holland.
Yeah.
I mean, get that guy Antonio Nusa, who's in like the 2023
Yeah, the kid's a baller.
product. Let's see, is there anybody else?
See, now we were talking earlier. About like the authentic graded Justin Herbert and NTRPAs, and then you're like, oh, I'd rather just leave that thing raw. This Kawhi Leonard is actually raw right here. NTRPA. Also, do you see he was at the Colorado game?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
like won't even show up to the Clippers games, but is at the Colorado football game.
You're right. And like I was like, I hope they do something on camera with him. Like someone goes and daps him up because he shows like the least amount of emotion ever. So
I couldn't even tell it was him at first, honestly. I like other than him just being like obviously bigger than other people, but as like he just like looked like such like he was like not like having fun, not like doing anything.
Yeah. Fun guy.
We are 2 minutes away from the 1 minute closes here. It seems like that we are over 96. Oh, actually just under 96 items remaining on the night. Is Saquon's injury bad?
They needed to help him off the field, so I'm assuming it's not great.
Jim Baker, what's the assessment? Do we think that
he's a gimmick?
Ankle ankle injury. Do we think that it's tank time for the Giants?
The problem is I don't think Dabble is the type of a tank coach. So
yeah,
even if like that's the best, I don't like the best scenario for them. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Right. No, I get it. I mean, they made the playoffs last year, so it's hard to imagine a team like just tanking after making the playoffs.
Saquon is trash, Jim Baker says.
Oh my gosh.
Scott says high ankle sprain for Barkley, I think.
Yeah,
well, that's probably a good scenario.
Indeed. Ooh, this is a fun one. How about some cereal box giveaways? Nolan Ryan 1980 Kellogg's card. When I was a kid, Julian, I know you're probably too young for this. You go to the store, you find the cereal box with the dopest toy, and you buy it. And then you open up the box and you get the toy, and you probably don't eat the cereal. Do you remember toys and cereal?
If that was why I was buying the cereal.
No, I'm just kidding. I would for sure eat the cereal. I was joking about not eating the cereal.
I've had some Kellogg cereal before.
But
didn't look like that. But
do you like? Were you old enough to, or young? Yeah, were you old enough to point to where there was toys and cereal boxes?
The only toys I can think of was like in a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Oh my gosh, you never opened up a cereal box and look for a toy in it?
I don't think that was ever a thing.
Oh my, okay. Then I don't know how that 4 years lost the cereal box toys there. Maybe you just did look for them. But gosh, I remember that as a kid.
Yeah, but you're pretty old.
Oh, well, I'm not from 1980, Hank, so I also do not remember cards in cereal boxes. I spent like toy cars or whatever else would be in the cereal box. I can't remember.
I mean, you were born in the 1900s.
Right. So early in the 1900s too.
Yeah, same era as cars were created.
True. This is awesome. This is such a good image. That's so clear too. That's awesome. It's from 1966. That's crazy for being from 1966. Oh, so it's a 3, but like, how is this a 3? No, that's dope.
I don't know. They should just put authentic on it.
Possibly a postcard, but there's nothing in the bag. Tom says, yeah, I'd rather be older and mature with experience, Julian. Tom took
Tom's
great
a legend, so I can't say
Tom took great
that.
offense to what you said.
Tom's a legend, so I'll say I agree.
No,
Elder abuse. Respect your elders, I'll say that.
yeah, come on. I need to figure out how many cards are still left here. I can undo all the filters.
Barely on page 2.
That Hamilton's up to over $3,000 now. That thing went from like 1,500 to 3 something rather quickly there. All right. Yeah, I think it is too. What is this? Oh, this is totally a card up Jay's alley. We got golf at St. Andrews. This is actually kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. It's from 1932.
Yeah.
It's one of the oldest golf clubs in the world, established in 1843. And this is like where they play like what's it called in golf? It's like it's just called the Open. I think it's just called the Open.
Yeah,
but they
the U.S. Open. Wait, is that
not the U.S. Open? This isn't
Scotland. No, but is there not a U.S. Open for golf?
There's a U.S. Open for golf, I think. I'm saying that this is called the Open when they play at St. Andrews in Scotland. That's just a sick card. Like that's awesome from 1932. It's the resort basically.
Jordan, I didn't realize you were that old. I remember being at St. Andrews when this photo was taken.
Jeez, Jordan. How did you not age at all? All right, everyone, join in on the giveaway. That's for the Nomar Garciaparra. Drop a 1 in the comments. It'll get you in, or the Tom Brady and Nomar Garciaparra. Just kidding. I think that it's under 24 left now. Are you seeing the same thing, Julian?
Yes.
All right. Well, time to make our selections. I'm gonna go with.
Did Lewis sell? Looks like it.
I think it did. Make your selection within the next 15 seconds, my good sir.
I'm going with this 2021 Pokemon Reshiram.
Reshiram?
Yeah, that one.
Reshiram.
I found out the trend. Pokemon cards.
I'm going with the St. Andrews golf thing. $52 for that, sick. So I'm thinking that someone's gonna ride the $2 bids for quite some time. Let's see. I'll close the giveaway off at 10:07 p.m. Central Time, so y'all have a little bit to join now. A couple minutes to get in on the giveaway. It's for that cool Nomar and Tom Brady. Julian, was that first half of Badger football the worst first half of Badger football you've ever watched?
No, because I've seen Graham Mertz play for us, so it's definitely not.
Graham Mertz won a
ring. Oh my god! So my roommate lived in Florida, so he's also a Florida fan, and we put on the game, and I was like, I cannot believe Graham Mertz gets a ranked win this year before us.
I know, and he actually had pretty high completion percentage too.
But yeah, to answer your question, it was not great, but it's still better than anything last year, which was really, really sad.
Man, we better show some more
life.
Yeah, to say the least. Jay goes, you ruined the card I wanted. I'll get that St. Andrews card. Which card did you want? Did I ruin something? I thought Jay is right up your alley. We are pretty close here to the end. Like I said, the giveaway is open for like 2 more minutes, so jump in on that when you can. This
has got to be market manipulation or something, because you choose a card and everybody starts bidding on it. That's my conclusion. How you keep winning this?
No, I just knew that Jay would like that card,
and then everyone keeps bidding on it.
Yo, that was just smart of me. Is I knew that Jay would be semi-interested in the card, and I said maybe Jay, because he always bids late into the auction. That's called using your smart
market manipulation.
Not at all.
Neds, come get him.
Oh my gosh. Right.
Oh, mine sold. I made it out of the first round though, so
Well, you did. Okay. I can't even talk anymore. Didn't you do the back-to-back? No, you didn't do the back-to-back. 2 weeks ago, you picked the final card, and then last week you got the right name.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have
Which
you ever
is-
done that, Aaron?
Which is annoying because I haven't. No.
Have you ever done that? No.
No.
That's kind of sad. If I do it back to back, do it again this week, I get your Corbin Carroll. Deal.
Right.
Seems pretty fair to me.
No. Not at all. I'm fetching the comments. Looks like we're very close here to see. Look at I ruined it for him. I guess now it's on me. Oh, you did, Ken. You did get the Albert Pujols Dynasty. That's a nice one. That was a very cool card. Let us know what else you got if you want to.
You see this Andrew Johnson card?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy actually.
That's got to be a J card too.
PSA 4 from 1932 U.S. Caramel. Dude, I'm still in it.
Okay, Aaron, say the name of this card. The 1932 one. Still live. No, not that one. You'll know which one I'm talking about. There you go. Pronounce the name. Somebody clip this.
Do you think you know how to say it?
No.
You say that way.
I just want you to say it.
1932 Remsma Duke Kahana Moku.
It was not bad. It wasn't great, but it was not bad.
What do you think I was gonna say? It's like
Something really bad.
all right. No, I don't think so, Jordan.
Does the premiere auction end this week?
It does. It ends on Thursday. I don't think I'll be going live for that. I'm gathering the names. Oh, you won the Soto Ben Baller auto? That was a cool one. That was a very cool pose, gold auto. We're gonna have some good odds to win this Brady and Omar. Oh, wow, that Patriots and Dolphins game became a game. It's a one touchdown game.
Why were the Dolphins killing them?
Yeah, it was like 17-3, now it's 24-17 of the Patriots of the ball. Jordan, from my first card selling in the premier auction, I'm not sure I want to live stream that. I'm gonna be too nervous to do that.
Bathroom breaks every couple minutes.
Yeah, seriously. All right, I got all the giveaway entries. Oh, I lost $75 I went for. Oh, I was pretty close to winning though. It was the
loser.
Okay, come on. The Andrew Johnson was the last thing. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Good luck, everyone. I need to win this. I need it. I'm going with Tom.
Back to back, I'm going number 8, Mark Sakaguchi.
Corey Magamole. Congrats. I will never, ever win this. I will never win this.
Yeah, because you suck.
Corey, congrats. Please email us info@slapstocks.com to claim your winnings, as you can send us your identity key by going to preferences and then sending us the key, and we will send it over to you, the Brady and Garcia Paro. So I appreciate everyone for being here tonight. Julian, thank you as well. Some good chatter. Definitely feeling drained after all this sports watching this weekend. I am really down for the count right now, but very excited to be doing this again tonight here on Slapstock Sundays. We'll be back, of course, next Sunday with a special guest. Might be watching right now, might be in the chat. He'll be back joining us next week. And also this tomorrow, you can find some Fanatics Live at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Join me for some more Bowman Chrome baseball breaks, as hopefully you find a Babe Ruth Superfractor, although I think it's a crazy amount of money. Be pretty cool to pull it, right? All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Julian, nice job.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, of course.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll see y'all next week.